From here to there, what does that mean? I envision a circle that says here, with a line drawn up here that says there. From here to there. How do I get all of you from here to there? We have a tendency to live in a comfort zone. These grand ideas, they sound great. I'm gonna this, I'm gonna that. But how do we really go from here to there? How do we motivate our staffs who are managers? How do we take people and help them understand, here's not so great anymore, but there is better? You see it all the time with leadership. We come in, we're gonna say, we are gonna take this department in a whole new direction. We are gonna go paperless. We're gonna this, we're gonna that. It can be something as simple as, when my daughter was 9, we bought a newer car. She cried. I'm like, excuse me, I'm so darn happy I could get us a better vehicle. She just cried, and it was like, but Mom, I have all these memories in this car. I'm like, this thing hardly runs, are you kidding me? So how did I help her understand that this little family car here wasn't as great as this newer car there? I do that a couple times. Well, I had to sell her on it. I had to help her understand that in the new car, we can fit all your friends and their instruments. You don't have to hold your violin on your lap. In the new car, it's got heated seats, so when we drive down the mountain from cross-country skiing, our buns are gonna be toasty. Pretty soon, she's like, I love the new car! Which is great, that's what we want. I had an administrative assistant who was a wonderful woman, but she was locked into her methods. Here was comfy, there was not. We went paperless. We wanted to get her to scan things. We had this beautiful copier. It was like a small aircraft. Just scan it in. It'll send it to your email, then just save as and put it in a file. You can call those files the names you want, and they're yours. They're not here where everyone can get into them and rearrange them and not put them back. They're there. It took a while to get her to understand the value of that. There were some things I had to do to help her. Number one, the comment of, none of us are going to rifle through your files anymore was a big help. But then also, I had to look at her other strengths and say, this method took you an hour. This method is going to take you 10 minutes. What can we do with that 50 minutes? What are some other projects you want? You would love working with my volunteers. How can we take that 50 minutes and give it to you somewhere else? So when I started laying out some other options for her, like working more with my volunteers, maybe getting a little creative with some of our artwork. There stunk, and here was great. She was ready, but I had to help her understand this isn't gonna work anymore, but this is better, and this is why. Because again, we're all guilty of being comfortable. That comfort zone is safe. She loved her paper files. And I get that, because your computer goes down, something goes wrong. It happens, and I know that, but there was better. So, we want to get people out of their comfort zone. We want to get our departments excited about our new vision. Let's face it, it's an ever-changing world. Things are happening so fast. We can't stay here. No matter what department, no matter what, you have to grow and evolve or you get left behind. So we've convinced our team, our family, that there is better than here. How do we keep the momentum going? We celebrate. We do groundbreaking ceremonies. We celebrate along the way. We keep that vision in front of people. It's really important because we get caught up in our day-to-day activities and work. So if we don't keep, as leaders, the vision of what's over there in people's minds, we're going to lose momentum. So when you look at a chart of a project from beginning to end, what's the most dangerous time? It's not the beginning, because you've got people fired up, they're ready, they're excited, they've got the vision, you've helped them get the vision, you've convinced them. That's better. It's not the end, because as you get closer, like Twee and I, 5 more weeks of school and I am done. Oh my God, you couldn't stop me from finishing that degree. I've got 5 weeks. There is momentum here. Okay, a little short timers, but that's okay. It's that middle section. It's that middle section where we can lose momentum, where we've got the ball rolling, we're implementing things, and we just can lose momentum. So as leaders of your departments, as people who are in charge of companies, celebrate along the way. We reached our goal. We're halfway there. Heck, we're gonna celebrate with pizza this afternoon because we've just all been working so hard. In that message, in that pizza, in that celebration, what's that mission? What's that goal? We're all so busy. Keep that in the forefront of people's minds. So when you're building a team, you've convinced half your folks to come along with this vision. Maybe you've had to say goodbye to a few folks who didn't want to do that vision. Maybe you have to build a few other people into this program, this department, to make it happen. What do you look for when you're going to hire someone? There are 4 C's. It's always easier to break things up and help people remember. Character, competency, chemistry, and culture. So with character, you need to have someone who's got good character. Nothing erodes a department better than the little gossip at the water tank, the little person who doesn't really buy into the vision and they're going to pull people out. Look for character. There are a lot of great people out there. Competency. Hire someone who knows what they're doing. I mean, I'm sorry, bottom line, we interview, re-interview, we get in a hurry. Oh my God, I have to fill this position, and we just take what we can get. We don't have to do that, because it may save you a month worth of salary to get someone in within a month, but it is going to cost you so much to get rid of them when they don't do their job. So if you can take a breath and you can step back and you can realize, yes, this current situation without this person is awful, but in a year when they're not competent, they're not doing their job, I am going to have to record everything they do wrong. I'm going to have those tough conversations. I'm going to have to get rid of them. And with some of the rules nowadays, that's really, really hard to do. That cost me a lot. So, okay, of our 4 C's, we've got the character, we've got the competency, chemistry. Have you ever worked on a team with someone where there was good chemistry? You just clicked, everything just went great? It's okay to look at chemistry with someone, how they're going to work. I hired a gentleman as a coordinator. He was not the best person I interviewed. He did not have the best skill set, but I could work with him. He had humor, he was smart, and I can teach him things that he didn't come into the organization with. But I felt like this is a man who could have some fun in my department. So his chemistry with all of us was really important to me. Our last C is culture. I think it's very, very important to identify what is your culture in your organization. Are you all uptight and everything has their space and we have our offices and nobody da-da-da-da? Or are you more playful, that bullpen style, everyone's desks in one area, people laugh, Friday afternoons you go out and have a beer. What is your company's culture? Do you golf together? What's your culture? Because if you bring someone into your culture who doesn't fit, you're losing your culture. And there's nothing wrong with having, there's not a right or wrong culture, but just know it, know what it is. And then bring those people in that you feel are gonna blend with that. I don't do so well in the open bullpen style. I kind of like my own space. I'm somewhat social. I know that's hard to believe. I need to be able to interact with people. I don't want to be a department of one. So I need to know myself, my culture, and the culture of the team I'm trying to build around me. So there's our 4 C's. I think when you're evaluating folks, your current team, they call it a line exercise. So you take a line, you list everyone in your department. Who could you not live without? If Vern quit, I would quit. That's how much he's a part of my team. If Jeff quit, wouldn't bother me a bit. Jeff, he's below the line. So wish he was here. He was built into my speech. But honestly, with Jeff below the line, I have to, as a manager, look at why is he below the line. Is it because I don't challenge him? Or in Jeff's case, because I know him? But why is Jeff below the line? And what, as his leader, do I need to do to bring him up above that line? I know for me, my managers get the most out of me. If I am at a competency level of a 7, then ask me to do something at an 8. Because I am a people pleaser, I want to do well, and I love to be challenged. I get bored easy. If you give me tasks at a 4, I'm gonna leave you. I need the challenge, and I need to feel like I'm a part of something bigger than myself. So with Jeff, I need to have a conversation with him and identify, is he just bored and just kind of moseying along? Am I not challenging him? Or is he just not the right fit? And that's okay too. So do the line exercise. Where do your people fit? Who can you not live without? And how do you let them know that? Who is below and how do you raise them up? So develop yourself as a leader. You can't ask people to do great things for you if you're not doing great things. If you're at 95%, you're still 5% short. So work on that and be a great leader.